going? And welcome back to the 41st View, episode 1 of the new Locked and Loaded podcast scene. I don't know, what do you want to call it? But we're here, we're doing something.
Locked and loaded,
we're locked
baby.
and loaded, baby. It's myself, Ryan. It's himself.
What's happening? Bob here.
Tell the people who we are. And we're delighted to be joined by one of the funniest men that I've probably seen in the last long time. Eamon John.
Eamon John.
I'll take that as an intro. Thank you very much. A lot of
Thanks for
pressure.
coming on, bro.
Yeah, I'm so scared right now.
I'm so
I'm
afraid.
holding the mic. But yeah, no, we're delighted to have you on, mate, and we really
very
appreciate your
much.
time.
Appreciate
Shout out to our sponsors, Dubliner Whiskey. We are going to do a little taste test today.
Yes, we are.
Because we wanted to try out the honeycomb liqueur.
Yeah, let's give it a go.
gonna
So,
give it a
honeycomb
bash.
liqueur, Dubliner Whiskey, thank you so much for coming on board with ourselves. Lovely to
It
have
looks
you.
very difficult to open, so
Let you talk amongst yourself now. I'll get this going.
So, Eamon, how are you?
Very, very
Let me
good.
just
Thanks for having me
get
on.
this thing going here now.
But no, thanks so much for dropping
No
up.
bother
Really
at all.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I was saying to the lads before you came up, I was like, oh, that sounds sexy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sounds like a...
Oh,
It's like opening an old pack of Pokemon cards when you're a kid. And that.
Charizard.
Get the pop.
Ooh.
Me likey.
Guess.
Oh, thank you.
Here we
Gentlemen, looking at
So yeah, this is the honeycomb liqueur flavour whiskey.
Is that enough for you to start you off with?
There's a little
yeah.
tipple.
A little tipple.
Yeah.
Tipple for the whistle.
Let's see how far down it goes.
Okay, I'll give you that there now. Give you that. And
It's
then
almost got that little, like, it's got a little extra thickness to it almost, just when
Yeah.
you're pouring it, you know?
I'm gonna just
Smells
leave
delightful.
that
Jesus,
pop.
Bob.
That pop was decent. Okay, cheers, cheers, my friends.
Cheers,
To
boys.
new friends.
Cheers.
Ooh. Oh.
It's got like a... The sweetness is dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, that is-
Because you can just drink that.
Extremely sweet,
hold
but
these
delicious.
If
You
you
can hold it if you want. Hold it if you want.
Yeah.
Just make sure you
Yeah,
talk
just lean
into
in
it.
on it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, very nice. How do you find
It
that?
feels like you could get rid of that
I have to
very
taste it
easy.
again.
Oh, here.
Give me a little try.
Let me just top you up already. My God.
We're gonna get this guy drunk.
So I just want to ask you, just before we get into it, just to address the elephant in the room. Why do you hate gingers? what's your beef with gingers?
If you haven't seen Eamon's latest,
yeah.
It was
well, one of the latest.
Explain yourself, Eamon.
So
Show him.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
No sunlight for 11 days. Not an accident, though. Do you want to know why? It's the gingers. They've been plotting. My fiance's ginger. I've heard her up on the phone late at night. They're scheming, guys. They're scheming. They're going to take over. They have plans. Sun's gone first. No vitamin D. We all get sick. They make their own. Didn't know if you know that. Also, anesthesia. You're going to go to the doctors. They're going to mess with that shit, too, because do you know why? They have more resilience than anesthesia. We're all going to be drugged up and sick, and they're going to take over before you know it. And I, for one, accept our new ginger overlords.
Oh yeah, no, I am. Yeah. I definitely am. Yeah, underneath this.
I am as well.
surrounded.
Oh God.
Even the drink.
I know. Yeah.
No, we missus. We just got engaged there.
Congratulations.
So, thank you very much, lads. She's ginger, and I actually had a video. That was the chair. I had a video locked and loaded, and it was with me and her in the pub, filmed and everything. But
Yeah.
it was, I kind of sprang it on her, like she hadn't got like makeup and everything. She was like, "Just you fucking post that video." So I was like, "Fuck it." I was out for the morning walk. I was like, "What the fuck can I do?" And there was no sun, so I was like, "What? No
Yeah.
sun?" I was like, "Damn,
11
ginger."
Of course it is.
Makes sense.
Of course it's us guys.
Oh, stop! Yeah, well, that was it. Just fucking.
But you love us though, really though.
I love you a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
fucking
Well, that's-
engaged. I'm on the inside track.
That's what I'm just about
Keep
to
the
say.
world domination quiet.
Yeah, you found your way into the inner circle. Did you get me? So it's all good. Like.
Undercover agent.
Yeah, fucking narc over here, bro. Like the mustache and all is
Yeah,
like.
I know.
But it's gas though. It's gas though. When I did see that video that you put up, I go way back to remember that young fella in his back garden in America. And he's like, "Gingers do have souls."
I'm a Christian.
I'm Christian.
On her laptop for the last 8 years, every time you click YouTube, it brought straight to that video. I changed it. I don't know how to fix it.
It's just automatically there.
Every time.
So sorry.
We're
It's
new
got
to
a
this,
lamp
we're new to
so
this.
magic.
Puts the rhymes.
Oh,
But yeah, no, I was taken back to that video, and he actually done a lot more after that. That was like that guy.
That
He got
geezer
older,
himself.
like he gets older.
He transitioned.
Did he?
Yeah, man, 100%. He transitioned into a woman.
Really?
He documented the whole thing and everything. Like,
Are you serious?
I swear to God, because she said it to me, because she was mad into him, because every time she opened up her fucking YouTube, it was
was
there.
there,
had this,
So
yeah.
she was like, oh, he's got more videos up there now. So she started clicking in. It was fucking, 100%
mad.
documented the
Wow.
journey and everything, the whole thing, yeah.
Wow, I never knew that. Yeah.
That's mad, like,
Yeah.
but like, because that was such a like for I think for ourselves.
I think that
we
was
got
like-
hit with that quite
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah, you
to
would,
get me
but,
like when we were
yeah.
growing up.
Do you know though, because you both are ginger and you've blue eyes, right? So she did my missus
I'm
did her.
strawberry blonde,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
What are you
yeah, yeah.
talking about,
You're a
like?
day one.
I'm rustic.
She did her leaving, or what do you call her, thesis on it, right? So to
On
have
gingers?
Yeah, because she's ginger. So she did all these ginger
All, like, the
products
DNA
and stuff.
and stuff,
Yeah,
like-
'cause- no, not even that. It was because it's art college she was in.
Right.
So she was doing products that are gingers are fucking left out on, which is like all the skincare and the thing and
Oh,
the hair
really?
stuff.
Yeah.
Is this legit, like?
Swear to God. But
Oh
she did
my
it. She
God.
did the statistics on it,
Yeah.
and to have blue eyes and red hair in the world globally puts you in 1%
Yeah.
of 1% of the global
Yeah, yeah,
population.
yeah.
It's extremely rare. We have the highest percentage of it that Scotland does, and we're just after them with 10, and they have 14% over there.
Right,
But
yeah.
everywhere else, unheard of. Do you know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
numbers-wise, you're a very rare breed.
What do you mean we?
You're both part of the game
Well,
now.
that's mad. That's mad because Lily has ginger hair and blue eyes, like
Yeah,
really blue eyes.
and like obviously, like Lauren, your missus is very dark.
yeah, she's sallow skin, yeah, and brown eyes and brown hair.
See, I'm expecting a baby now as well, and Nicole is obviously dark haired.
He's gonna come out ginger.
He's gonna come out. Ginger.
Hope he does.
100%.
He is.
One
100%.
more for the
One
army.
more for the army, yeah. The army of the undead here. No, but yeah, like, and even her, like, her mom was like, I think he'd be blonde. He's not gonna be blonde.
Nah.
He's 100% gonna be ginger.
Nah, I hope he does.
No,
Yeah, big red head on him.
Perfect.
Mop. Yeah.
Luke Kelly wanna be.
I don't know if she'd be happy about that. But still love him
Comes
regardless.
out singing on the rocky road.
Straight away.
Comes a bottle of Dubliner Whiskey.
On a balaclava. What's up with this kid? This child. Okay, now.
Oh, lovely joys.
But yeah, so let's talk about yourself a little bit now.
Sure thing.
I want to get into you.
Let's get into it.
Get into you. It's this,
Get a
it's
few
this,
more of these.
He's engaged, Rob.
I know. Jesus Christ, you're going through this. Let's do it. Come on, let's top it up again.
Two beautiful boys.
Hey.
Gingers.
They're my type.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's definitely his type. But come here, your journey on content creation.
Yes.
How did that start? And let's talk a bit about it.
Okay,
Go for
well, to be honest with you, it started probably when I was in school. I used to love putting up videos and stuff like that, and like,
really?
they do decent enough. Like,
Yeah.
but like,
Was it
back-
Facebook back then?
Facebook
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then, and it would just be stupid shit. There was no planned stuff. It was just
Yeah,
shit that would
yeah.
happen on nights out. You know what I mean? Mainly people getting injured.
They're the best type of videos. I fucking love that shit. My
Yeah.
algorim is just people getting hit,
Oh.
run over by cars.
Mine's dangerous these days.
I know.
Brick by brick, though, as they say.
Like,
But,
swear.
well, that's where it started off at. And then when I was 21, I was working in bars. I dropped out of college, and I really was like, I need to fucking. There was always people in my ear saying, "You should do this, you should do that." And I said, I really should have a go at it. So I did I was like, fitness is the one I wanted to do.
Right.
So I did a 8-week body transformation. First video I posted onto YouTube, and it got like 3.5 million views.
Right.
But that,
Fuck off.
but they pay you for that.
Yeah, of course
That's
they do.
the difference.
Once it gets over a thing.
Yeah, so I was a 21-year-old fucking like
Hadn't a clue.
jacked up fucking lad, single, ready for the world,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I just dropped the ball because when your first video does that well, you're just comparing everything to that. So
How do you again
that's
replicate
it.
that?
So
like,
anything
yeah.
after that, I was like, I'm a failure. Like if it would get like 50,000 views, I'd be like, this is terrible. Do you
This
know
is
what I mean?
nothing.
Yeah. So I let the ball go, and then obviously that just progressed, and then I just stopped posting altogether on it.
Wow.
And then, man, years went by where like I just was taking jobs and doing odd bits, and I always felt like this, the back of my head, like you need to be making content. This is what you should be doing. Do you know what I mean? And I kept putting it off for, years, man. I didn't start again until only fucking last year. Like it's fucking nearly
Wow.
10 years, nearly.
Massive gap, yeah.
Huge gap. But like I was traveling, I was doing bits,
Yeah.
but like I always
Enjoying
felt like
yourself.
that's it. But like I was just like I need to do something. Like so. And the funny thing is, actually, to be very honest with you, the main reason was my missus. She has a bit of a following doing her shoes. She paints
Yeah,
shoes
no,
and all.
Barbara, isn't it? Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Shout out, Babs.
Shout out, Babs.
And
We
when-
actually reached out to her and she never got back to us.
Oh!
I was waiting for the time to say it, but I think it's perfect.
I didn't
timing.
think you were going to name and shame, Ryan.
Oh,
Next week on the podcast, let's talk about
Oh, gosh.
it. So why do you hate us, Barbara?
Wait, look right down the camera.
Why
and
do you
say-
hate
Why
us,
do you hate us so
Barbara?
much?
Your
We're
shoes suck.
gingers.
I'm just kidding. kidding.
We love your shoes, Beth.
Does amazing work.
No,
That's why we wanted her on.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
no.
really fucking
Yeah, of
cool.
course.
I think
Really
but
great.
she'd probably have the main reason she probably didn't reply is the same as herself. She'd be more nervous than me then. Do you know what I mean? She hates the camera and like she had to do things with RT and she was just like, oh,
That's it, yeah.
But so I'd get invited with her, to go to events, stuff like that, the PR stuff. And my best mate, Josh Reynolds. Shout out Josh.
Oh, yeah,
Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, he
Josh
was
was
on
on
with
the
you.
pod,
boy.
yeah,
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
Come on
messaged
now.
him and I was like, these guys think cool. And he was like, they're very fucking cool. He was like,
Thanks, Josh. Nice.
But I kept getting invited to all these events as a +1. And then we were there doing shots and they were like, the cameraman would be like, can you just like hold the Coca-Cola like this? And I'd be like, nah, I'm a +1 bro. And he's like, oh, you look more. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck this, I need to do this. So I fucking, funny enough, I was like trying to do the odd few videos, but still, you know, no editing skills, no anything. Like, it's all repetition, as you lads know. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do they do anything? You just fucking keep doing it, you know?
We still don't know how to do it,
Yeah,
to be honest
I'm not
with
gonna lie, this place is looking pretty
you. We're
good,
doing
you know,
okay.
But I came up with an idea then. I was like, I need a hook. I need something that I can do different from other people. So I was like, what can I do apart from like, you know, comedy and shit like that? But like, I have like, so I said, fuck it. I have an idea. I could always, as a kid, run on all fours, run on my hands and fucking feet, right?
Is this the scoop?
No, that was just going to mellow. This is old.
You were on your hands
yeah.
again. Scoop.
But no, but it was.
It's a fucking
I went for. I was like, I seen your man. You know the what's his name? The New Zealand lad that did the blackjack. 10 cents for every follower. He was betting on it.
Yeah. Sorry.
It grew to 1 million like that. So I was like, what could I do? I was like, I'll run on all fours and I'll do an inch for every follower, right?
Right, okay.
And then I was like, I'll go for the world record for long distance. And it was all blowing up, going great. Then I Googled it because I hadn't done it before. And it was like, some lad did the New York full marathon on all fours.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
that.
Fair
But I
once.
also started thinking about it. I was like, I need, just to ask you that straight, like, who's the best marathon runner in the world? Do you know?
No,
Who's the
no.
best fucking 5,000 meter runner? You don't know.
Don't know.
Who's the fastest man in the world?
Usain
Usain
Bolt.
Bolt.
Exactly. Everyone knows who the fastest is. So I was like, I'm going to be the fastest.
In this field, there is
In
no
this
competition
niche.
to me. Like, yeah.
There's a few lads out there. There's a Japanese lad over there, and I'm coming back. But
Fucking hell.
that was it.
Yeah.
So I started going for the fastest one then, because I was also like, no one cares about seeing trugging along. Like, it was funny because most of the times I was doing it, it was belligerently hungover. Do you know what I mean? So it was like,
Oh, I feel
so
so
it was
sick
the
right
comedy
now.
side of me being like, because I don't know if you've ever tried it. This shit is
No
extremely
bueno.
laborious.
No
You
bueno.
haven't, no? But I was like, fuck this. So I was going for the fastest then, and I actually got to 1 second off the world record for 100 meters.
really?
Yeah,
Serious?
got 17
Oh my
seconds.
God.
The world record's like 16 or just under.
Fuck, man.
And I was doing it on grass barefoot. Your man's on track with spikes and all. Like,
Run around like Wolverine claws and all.
Watch your man now a split. Do you remember when he comes?
that's what they were all saying. They were all saying
yeah.
it looked like that because I do a real
You'd be
big
like,
bound sort of
Yeah,
thing. Do
man.
you know what I mean?
Like, you're a big boy as well.
Ah,
Coming
but,
at me like fucking hell. Like I'd fucking run away.
I think I might bring it out now
Do
again for this summer
Sure,
because
whip it out. Go on.
why not? And then as well, just it's fucking. I need to drop a few fucking kilos. We're going.
don't.
We've been drinking. I just licked our mic there. We're going skiing in a week. So
Nice.
once there's too much gluttony involved in that. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, once we're back from that, then
Shred.
straight into because I'm gonna do a big because the whole plan is I'm gonna go back at the YouTube doing the fitness shit again. Of
course, yeah.
Because I have a plan. I'll do the whole four-legged running on, and all the Americans will be watching me and like. That is
What
how
is-
you look like that?
Yeah.
I want to learn, even though it's just like genetics. But that's sad truth. Like the fitness industry these days, like they're just fucking like, this is the program. You got to do this. You got to follow this exactly like this. And it's like, no, just eat
so
less
heavy.
and move more. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean?
You're really just trying to simplify things here.
Well,
I'm not trying to overcomplicate.
Yeah.
Come on, like.
It's funny, and I wanted. This was actually something I was gonna ask on a future episode, but I'm guessing yours is gonna be running on all fours. But is there anything that like?
Thank you very much.
Is there anything
You
that
can't have it empty. Like.
Nah.
is there anything that you think you're like elite at?
Elite.
Like there's something that you can do like that. You,
Like a
just
random.
just a
topic.
random thing. Like my thing is, I think I have really fucking good reflexes.
We just both proved it wrong right there. I
I was concentrating on him.
He just slapped you straight in the face.
That's out of my 180 peripheral. I haven't trained for that.
I wasn't paying attention to this.
It's not fair.
Oh, bro.
No, but honestly, like when I'm like,
You've got the reflex
if
of a
I'm
slowly
doing-
dying cow, bro.
no, if I'm doing something and something falls, I'm always have to make,
Do-do-do-do-do.
yeah, I always have to make sure I'm not Spider-Man,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Yeah, but is that you have?
I don't like.
I don't know what it is about it. I've just caught myself catching things. I'm like, whoa, I actually
Do you know
done
what?
that.
There was one thing where I was walking across from Houston Station. This was actually about a year ago, and I wish people were around because my hat blew off, and as it blew off, I turned around and I fucking caught it mid-air, and I just stood there for a minute like superhero pose, like, and I was just like, yeah, like even though my toupee was like blowing in the wind, I was like, better cover this fucking thing back up. But yeah, I don't know, reflexes.
You know, someone definitely saw that. One person
One
saw that
person
and was
saw
like,
that.
that guy's fucking cool.
Wow, he's fucking sweet. No, but like, I don't know, off topic. I
Yeah.
don't know. What about you?
Mongolian throat singing. Sorry.
That was fucking great. That was actually so deadly.
I used to.
That was actually a
I
cracker.
used to beatbox, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. Oh,
Do it
man,
now. Shit. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so fucking good,
Oh, it's a
bro.
random one, but like,
I
I
fucking love
remember
it.
my sisters being like, "You will never succeed in
You-
life.
You
Continue doing
get
that."
the fuck away from us.
I'm wiki out of here.
Oh my god, bro. It's like tears in my
fucking-
eyes.
Oh man,
Like, I did not
I'm
expect
I'm
that.
so happy I asked that
I
question.
know,
there.
I'm so happy too.
I was
And you
raging,
know,
but I was there like, "Oh, go on, let me up."
I'm just keeping this boring. I can't
Oh,
leave
you
a
can't
glass.
fill him up with a litre
Boy,
of
like,
bleeding whiskey.
Hey,
his glass
hey,
is
hey,
empty.
hey.
His glass is empty.
This stuff is delicious.
It fucking is, actually, isn't it? But
Sorry, I'm gonna slow it down here, boys. I'm fucking telling you.
I love it. Keep going. But no, I can't think of anything like
Yeah,
I
no.
can't follow that. As
No,
well,
definitely
you know
can't
what I mean?
follow that up, man. I thought my reflections.
I thought, yeah,
My reflections in hindsight.
my reflections are not good right now.
My reactions were cool.
No,
And I was
no.
like, I won't be able to show
He
them how I
smoked
do
you.
it.
Yeah, you didn't show.
And then he
we
smacked
both,
me
we
and I
both
didn't-
stepped to you.
Here,
and you
look,
did
catch the
nothing.
babe.
Aye.
Thank you so much, Eamon.
You
Oh
nailed
my
that.
God.
You nailed that, to be
There
honest.
you go. Well done.
But,
That's nice.
right, we totally went off tangent there.
It's okay.
sure.
But
It's okay.
with regards to yourself with comedy, I was wondering, like, was there any kind of, because I know with me growing up and with Bob as well, like we'd be big into like comedics and comedies,
Yeah.
and whatever.
Comedians.
Was there ever
Them comedians.
was there ever anyone like when you were growing up, like, because you talked about fitness first, was
Yeah.
that, and then you kind of, when was the kind of switch to comedy, and was there a person that kind of was like,
100%.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey. Growing up,
Carrey,
he
yeah.
was the fucking goat.
Yeah, he
Like,
is
the
fucking
goat, like.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective,
Yeah, yeah.
Cable Guy,
Yeah.
fucking me was. I know a bit later, but like they were the ones growing up, like just fucking like a glove. I just thought he was the and my alpha fella always hated him.
Oh,
Do you know what I
really?
mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, no fucking get on the telly again.
That makes you love it more, though.
Ah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much more. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Jim.
I love you,
But,
Jim.
oh, big time. No, I just thought it just that sort of high energy thing was
Yeah.
always something I'd associate with. So I was just like, I'm just fucking
fucking
channeling.
rolling with it.
I remember I used to always try and do the Jim Carrey face as well. It was like,
yeah, that's another thing. The faces you
cracker.
pull
Yeah.
in your videos are just amazing.
You can do a De Niro face, yeah? Like the whole...
wait,
These shoes. These shoes.
I didn't even. I was trying to.
Yeah,
It's more
try
fucking.
it.
It's like,
Alfred,
it's like
what's
a
your-
bad smart. Bad smart?
You fucking
One
sap.
part smell, you felt smart.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Joey.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Joey, your friend.
Oh yeah, you want to fuck down. That sort of shit.
Yeah,
But
I like it. Fucking De Niro face.
no, it's good stuff.
So Jim
but-
Carrey
Jim
was
Carrey
growing
was
up,
huge,
yeah? Yeah.
huge for me. Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
I love Jim Carrey,
I love you, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
If you're watching, he's not.
and I love the fact that he just went off the walls.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Because the reality of it is, when you actually deep dive into it, I love when the mainstream media is like, "Oh, he's gone crazy" and all. It's like, no, he's just seen the corrupt, deluded
Oh my
system
God,
that Hollywood
yeah.
is, and was like, "Back away,
See
not
from-
today, disco
Disco
lady."
Yeah, no, seriously, he's seen shit and was like,
Ah,
I'm
man,
out.
yeah,
I'm gone.
100%.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
And like everyone perceives him to be, you know, No, I mean, he's not.
Big
Like,
time,
he's just
big
like
time. No, he's just fucking. He's seen behind the fucking door, and he's like, I'm gonna close that.
yeah, I don't want to see anymore. Thank you.
Big
No,
manifester as well, which was pretty cool. I thought. Did you ever see that thing with the interview with the $10 million? Basically, went on Letterman or something like that. I can't remember. Don't hold me for this one. But it was like. He basically was like, look, I was broke, I was living on the street or some shit like that. And he was like, I wrote a piece of paper. I was like, here's a check for $10 million that I will get for acting or for comedy.
Yeah,
Is this the thing that he buried with his dad?
No, it was what he had in his wallet. And he wrote it down for himself. And then he got the mask or one of them.
In 1994, he did the 3 of the Mason Tour.
And he got 10 million quid on the nose, like, and he was like, that's what I want.
Do you know as well, this may be, made up, but I feel like I've heard him say this as well. He got a check from either The Mask or Dumb and Dumber or what else was there? Ace Ventura. And his father passed away, and he buried his father with the check that he said
Never
he was going
cashed
to...
it.
Never cashed it.
Wow.
Where's that grave?
I don't know. Sorry, Jim. No, but
Love you, Jim.
he buried his dad with the check.
Oh, cool.
That's
because he told him that he was going
cool.
to.
Like, that's the type
going to do it.
That's exactly what I mean when I'm saying, like, he's just the type of bloke that, like, fucking right down my fucking alley with his comedy and with his fucking ethics and how he fucking.
Yeah.
But what he's done for comedy as well, like even in Living Colour and stuff like that. Back in the day, he was the standout on that shit as well. He was so good, man.
He's a freak.
And it was like he was
once in
always
a
going to
lifetime.
go that direction. Like he was always going to take off. Like what a
100%.
fucking legend. I fucking love Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
He's so big.
Yeah.
And like really paved the way for other comedians that are like that as well.
Did you ever see him in Rio de Janeiro at the fucking Jesus statue?
No.
It's just like, so the camera angle is him recording the thing, and he's like recording it going like he's like, woo, fine. He's like, I'm here at Rio de Janeiro, and then he turns around and the whole place is like, and he's like, whoa. And it's just like, you think it's just a normal video, and then you realize how insanely big he is. So that would be numero uno, Jim Carrey. 100%.
And like when you were kind of moving into, say, the social media side of
Social network.
comedy, was there anyone that you were kind of looking at? Because
I did original, because the original one to me was Darren Conway and stuff, do you know what I mean? And Tony Cantwell was one, Joe as well. Yeah, like all the Dublin lads that be doing videos.
Oh my dear. I fucking love that video, man. Like you said if it swims, you have it.
Because we all taught it as well.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
If it swims, we have it.
That's what works, so really, is the stuff that people can relate to themselves.
That's what I was going to ask, because when you're making your kind of your skits or whatever, it does seem to be very relatable to like what's
I try it anyway.
Yeah. Like me and Bob were laughing at the one where it was like when your dad's going to school.
Oh yeah,
Like, that's just the cracker. Like I'm going around work all week.
Oh, stop!
I'm
just out for a fucking hike with me missus and brother and my sister, and I was like, I need to make this video. And I was like, use one on there. I was like,
commitment for it as well.
In the middle of the fucking
took the gear off. Yeah, no, the feet were numb for a bit now. I'm not gonna lie, but it was worth it.
It's all for the content, baby.
But like that's the thing that I did ask Darren as well. Is like when do you is there a light bulb moment when you're doing something? You're like, oh shit. This is very relatable. I can make this really funny.
Yeah, like the funny things would be like if I was writing them out, like if generally like I'll show you my phone even, like I have a list of about
show us.
Okay. I'd have a list of about like say 40 or so. I'll be fucking driving, I'll be fucking working, whatever it is, and I'll come up and I might see a video and think oh that'd be funny if they switch this, or like something more relatable to Irish people.
Yeah.
But generally like fucking there are skit ideas, like fucking they're all the skit ideas still haven't yet to be made, you know what I mean? Like so
notes are essential.
Yeah, I think so. Because I find that you can come up with an idea and you can go, that's genius, and then you can go, and it's out of the brain. Write it down. At least it's there. You can come back to it. Whereas, and sometimes you come back, you're like,
dog pony shit.
I gotta get away.
What was I thinking of that one?
You're so true. Because I'm looking at some of them, and it's like man, tree, garage, and you're like, the fuck does that have to do with anything? But like at the start, it's fucking news, not the weather there. But I just you have to be more specific, I think, because you'd get lost easily enough as well. Do you know what I mean?
Wow, yeah.
I do the same with podcast ideas. I do write things down, and I'm like, wait, what was that? What was I talking about there?
I don't even have a horse. How am I supposed to do this?
But at the start as well, though, it was like, you know yourself, how the internet works is a majority of it is redoing stuff that people have already done and trying to put your own spin on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, for instance, I have one there. It's my most viewed Instagram video. It's nearly 70 million on the thing.
Saki?
Yeah, the Saki one, yeah.
The Saki one is just so fucking funny.
I got that from, so I was looking at Cyanide and Happiness, old cartoon. I just seen the cartoon.
It's
I was
the real
real simple
Basic
big
one,
circle
yeah,
heads
yeah,
and all.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, that's actually hilarious. I was like, I wouldn't mind. It was my dad's birthday. It was that week. So I saw the video. I saw the comic strip. It was my dad's birthday that week. I was like, this is perfect. The whole family be here.
Yeah.
I can get it done. I could just do that little intro, and all I did was I didn't even tell them what I was doing. I just go, look, I'm just gonna walk with a sock in my hand. Can you just look shocked? All the kids and all there like. I was like, go. But I loved it because then Instagram, like the Americans especially, they
eat that
go,
shit up,
but they
bro.
go to town on. You're like, this was originally a comic strip. And you made it into a video, and it was like, that's how the fucking Marvel movies were made. You eat it, and like, but like that's it. Like at the end, like, I one thing from fucking like, there's one thing when you're just like I find like when there's a trend going, it's fine to jump on that, make a copy of the trend. Keep your engagement up, keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
But I find when you're directly stealing from, say, like a fucking very niche fucking
kind of thing,
then it gets very obvious. And I wouldn't. And it was fine when I was starting, but now that I've gained
kind
a
of grown,
following,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of like if you do that, I'd find
People
it.
are
Gonna get
more-
pulled out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just like, just fucking leave it. But then again, I've no bother fucking remaking stuff I'd see in a fucking comic strip or like
Course,
do you know the shit you'd see in like the newspaper and stuff when
Yeah,
you're growing
yeah.
up, like the fucking little
Little
quick
squares in the corners, yeah.
Because
Next
then
to Sudoku.
yeah. At the end of the day, that's like
Shite about them, yeah.
That's
I
like
couldn't
fucking
read.
cartoon vines, basically
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Like just quick one line fucking answers and you're done. Do you know what I mean? So it's something to look for. I think I might even do a few more of the cyanide and happiness things. But what I'll do then in the future is I'll just fucking
Just
tag
link it or
cyanide.
whatever,
Yeah,
yeah,
because at the time it was some other obscure account, but I knew it was cyanide and happiness, and then.
Yeah.
Whatever, but I
Course,
was like,
yeah,
I was just like, fuck it.
Fuck
at
it,
the
it's
end of the
funny
day.
though.
Yeah,
Like,
It's
fuck 'em.
hilarious.
you brought
Fuck 'em.
like
Right
that,
down the barrel.
that video that you done, as you said, hit 70 million views or whatever.
Yeah.
So 70 million people got to see that
Yeah.
as a come to life.
Yeah.
Because it was just
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just on
Yeah.
the screen, and maybe other
Yeah.
It
people
wouldn't
done
have
it.
happened if
Yeah.
you hadn't
Whatever, you
done
know,
it. Like,
but
you're
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it's all
like,
about,
yeah.
though, you know.
But then the funny thing is, you're saying as well, like I find it's so mad. Like when you're making videos as well, you could put fucking 2 hours into thinking about it, 4 hours into
Yeah.
filming,
the
6
ones-
hours into editing. You can do one where like I was out the other day, I was walking on the seafront. I even showed it to my missus because she'd be the one I'd run stuff
Yeah,
by.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, is that worth a video or is that a story? And she's like, that's more story. I was like, fuck it, I'm putting it up. Got like 4 million views on it. It was
ridiculous,
just
like.
me looking
She
at
just
the
don't
sun.
know anything.
No, she's trying to keep me down, man. No. I love you, Babs. I love you. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like, and also that's the thing as well. You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Like you gotta
Exactly, yeah,
trust
yeah.
the process.
But do you think the more simpler it is, the better almost like?
If it's
The
simple,
less you think about it.
that's the thing. Like
in a way.
if it's simple in terms of like filming and also the concept in terms of the comedy concept of it needs to be very direct,
On
very
point,
straightforward.
yeah.
You're talking less than 10 seconds for the
Yeah,
video.
of course.
Yeah.
But it's like we were. I've been partnering up recently enough with this lad called Dino Skits.
Yeah, I've
Do
seen
video.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Great
Seen
fucking
one where
lad.
like those two boards are looking at us.
Yeah.
the fuck you looking at?
Fuck kill you.
That did well as
Cracker.
well, but that was our first video, and then we
Yeah,
did one
yeah.
last week. Didn't do as well, but it was also because it's mad when you think
It's
about it.
hard to find the time.
it's
but
the
then
niche,
Timing,
yeah,
it's the
yeah,
timing.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
we posted at a bad time, and like I couldn't do the transfer the link and stuff, and we were
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
get it done, and it was just a nightmare.
But isn't it mad that that is taken into such account now as well?
Yeah.
Because even when we're dropping
It's
things, we're like,
huge.
oh, we can't post it at 11 or 12 in the morning or
No,
something like that. No,
no,
one's
it's-
around.
it's
Later in the
huge.
afternoon, people are going home from work or whatever. Best time to do it. Or
Yeah.
So
something
that's
like
what
that,
I
you
think.
know?
I think if you drop it at 4, by the time people are finished work at 5, they'll be on the list.
Yeah,
Whatever,
yeah.
going home.
See it, it'll
Be able to
track
see it.
more,
But then it's
trend
like
more.
we drop something at 11 and it fucking
It
blows
goes
up.
Yeah.
it goes
It's
through the roof.
mental.
I'm horny for a 9 a.m. post.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's the
So
horny
that's
hour.
why
where the
I
magic
used
is.
to- yeah, right between the sweet spot. But it's mainly because I was looking at the analytics of it. I have a big American sort of following.
yeah,
so
so
it's
it's
like
like
behind or
it
something.
catches them late at night, and everyone that's just after sitting down at their desk going, I fucking hate my job. What do we have here? Look at this. Look at
This guy. Yeah. No, it's so true though.
But
like-
it is, though. But I find it's trial and error. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like,
yeah.
But the main thing I say for anyone out there that wants to do content is do not hesitate to post. Just fucking do it, because at the end of the day, it's a new fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just if you do, like I said this analogy.
Consistency as
That's
well.
it, consistency. But also don't fucking dilute it with shite. But like,
Yeah.
try and come up with better stuff. But at the same time, like I said, with that stupid video where I think it's gonna be nothing,
Yeah.
but it blows up.
Blows up,
Just trust yourself. Trust your own humor. Because I remember at the end of the day, you're not trying to be someone else. You're trying to be
Yeah,
yourself.
be you.
So if you stick to your own comedic value or whatever you have to offer,
yeah.
and you can put that out there for people, if they fail, they fail. Okay, do you know what I
Exactly,
mean? But if they don't, at the end of the time, then people are going to be following you for what you do instead of you trying to be someone else.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly,
and that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
think is just the key to success. Because I said it to me missus, I was like, look, if I was putting up videos and there was a fucking, like, just for analogy's sake, there was a laundry basket in the corner of that fucking room and I had a load of fucking socks and I had to throw them into that basket. If I threw one every day, throwing one, I'm bound to hit one maybe once a week. If I'm throwing one every month, then I'm overthinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, get the angle here now, right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna fucking fail. You're not gonna get it. But if you're throwing every day, maybe you'll get 3 or 4 a month. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? And that's what I think about it. Because at the end of the day, after a year, then you've done so much more.
Yeah,
you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Like, yeah.
Throwing
But
up shit at
it's
the
the
wall,
it-
it'll stick.
Exactly, but
Know
it's
what
the
it is.
quality as well of them. You want to be like not just
But
throwing
you
out
get
shit. Like
better.
as well.
That's very true, by the
Yeah.
way. But I find you get, because the big thing for me was obviously editing. So I wanted to get
Yeah.
better at editing. I wanted to learn more about it. So like obviously DJI was the shit I was using. I got the gimbal off the lads for the 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Big game changer.
Nice.
My sister got me some big ring light and thing that was like nice and
Yeah,
tasty.
yeah,
And the family all threw in for a fucking DJI drone for me as well. And
Oh,
I
shit.
flew that thing into the ground. Straight into the sea it went. But I got it back. This is the funny thing. So I knew from the geographic location where it went down. Like I went out looking for
You
it.
actually did lose
Went
it.
out,
Like,
yeah, proper into the sea. And I went out looking for it, and like the tide went out, and I was there, wellies on it. Like 7 hours, yeah. Because I had insurance on it, but you only get the insurance if you have the drone. So I was like,
So I need to
give
get
me
it.
the drone! And I was fucking crawling through.
definitely a
looking
video
at-
there
I
somewhere.
did do a video on it, but the thing is, though, I mentioned the word dead because the drone died, and then Instagram was like, you can't
Yeah,
do it.
that,
They just
yeah,
like
yeah.
a learning process, though.
Yeah,
You're learning,
of
do you know what I mean?
It's a
But
sticky
got it back,
situation.
sent it off, fucking 40 quid. They basically looked at the thing, they were like, it needs a replacement. They were like, we replaced it, fixed it. It's a brand new drone. Someone
you.
on the line just went, fuck that. Get rid of it.
We just give it back
Make
to
these
him.
for 2 cents a pound. No putting man hours into it to fix it.
No, not at
fuck
all. Put a new battery
Fuck that.
Duracell in that and send it back to him. Yeah.
I was trying to fucking, I was there like, can I get like something for free?
I'm Eamon John, you know.
I got a few followers. But no, they don't give a shit. They were like, fuck you.
Fuck you, mustache.
Barbara Bennett,
Goddamn
she'll
right.
get something for free.
Yeah.
Barbara Bennett will get something for free.
Yeah, you got that
So
right.
you could be her plus one.
Pop my ass up,
I
please.
will
This
top
shit
you
is delicious.
right up.
What is it, the Dubliner? The Dubliner?
The
Dubliner Whiskey.
Do you want some more?
No, I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, my God, we're going through this.
Fantastic.
Going through. So, Eamon John,
Yes.
are we? Is that your stage name as well? Yeah.
It's my middle, so my second name is
'Cause we
Heenahen.
did this
Heenahen's
as
the
well.
name, so, and I was trying to actually distance
is this
myself.
your porn
so
name?
basically, look, I'll give you this. You want to know? Fucking.
Let me get the locks out for this one.
Jesus, bit of skin going with that one. For the family and all as well. Like I just want to because at the start it was very risque and stuff.
Yeah,
and I had to
yeah.
I had to keep a little bit of distance there because like I remember the kids and all that would be my young cousins and stuff. Were like they had their uncles and aunties would be like, it's great to use that John name, especially doing that weird 4-legged one and shit. Like that's grand then. All right, fine.
But
that's
that's the thing about comedy as well,
good,
though.
though.
That's the thing about comedy. Like I'm a person that will, like, if I don't like a joke, if someone tells a joke that I'm offended, but I'm not offended by any jokes. But I know a lot of people out there are.
Can be,
But it's
yeah.
like with comedy, you have to be
Open-minded.
It's like it's not serious. That's the whole thing. It's comedy.
it,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
if you start taking it serious, then you take away from what it actually
Then
is.
it is, yeah, of course.
And then you can't like for me, it's like you're devaluing what that person is doing.
Yeah.
When
100%.
there's just because you don't like it doesn't mean 50 million other people don't like it. You get me?
It's
Yeah.
It's a
perspective.
shame as
Speaking
well.
of that though, it's like when it comes to fucking online and stuff, like I love blocking people.
What makes it so good? What makes it?
Oh.
Oh, come on, let's open this. Do you want to top up?
The beauty of please.
Yeah,
Keep
okay.
it going.
Do you want to top up?
No, the beauty of, by the way, it's a fantastic drink. But
Oh my
mwah.
God.
Nectar of the gods.
of the
No,
gods.
but out straight.
Okay, go on.
It's I will find like negative comment. You work away.
Yeah, of course.
Absolute fucking loser, shitty comment about like this was disgraceful because I'm like, get away. And do you know what I mean? I used to reply, and then I was like, but then as you know yourself, like when you grow and you get a few more, and there's too much then I just look at them. I'll click their page. I'll have a look. I will. I always have a look. But like,
See what you're dealing with.
Yeah. But I know fine well most of these losers are generally losers, and they've nothing going on in their life, and their only thing they have is to do something negative for the one chance that they'll get a bit of a response. And I'm not even giving you that. Do you know what I mean? I'm blocking you. You don't exist anymore.
And then that's
You're gone.
You're done.
You're off, bro.
Because like you get that, or people who try to create their own little narrative about what you're doing. Like, I put up one the last day about cyclists, how much they were annoying me in Clontarf about how they're going along. I know. And I got responses that were on a
if you go for the cycling community,
it wasn't even a
they're
cyclist.
going to hit you back. They're going to come for you.
I left them
They're
all
nutcases in themselves. Though.
It was just the odd few that were trying to do. They were trying to take weird approach to it, being like, because I did a voice of like a stupid cyclist, they'd be like, "You're disrespecting the disabled community."
Voice?
I was just being like, "Oh, I'm a cyclist." Do you know what I mean? Like stupid. But I was like, "No, but I
sounds
know."
like
like, no, but like I was like, "You do a stupid person's voice." You know, like, that's what I was doing. Yeah. And they were trying to rope it into disabilities, and I was like, because my brother's huge about promoting that stuff, so I was like, "What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you on
about? Go away."
See, people see it at face value.
That's exactly it.
And they don't know anything else. Like I was having a chat with a friend of mine at a party, and I was like, I don't know what you're doing in your life at the moment. Like we used to be really close at one stage, but now we don't see each other as much. I don't know what's going on in your life anymore, so I don't care. But not in a sense of if anything happened to you, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, it's not like that.
But when it comes to when you watch someone on, you instantly look at it and you think, right, that's my opinion. But you don't know the backgrounds of everything. So you shouldn't care.
That's it.
Do you get me?
I do get 100%.
Because there's no point in just having it at face value and then being like, he's a prick, he's making fun of this or that, when you don't know the work that you do behind the camera.
That's the thing. Like, that's why I find it so.
And then when you say a stupid voice, if you ask anyone to do a stupid voice, they'll bring it, they'll tone it down, they'll make some sort of
slowness to it. And I'm just like, stop being so stupid. Like I was like, you've no idea. Like that's the one thing that we're after trying to support and make better. And I was like, get away from yourself. If you can't laugh, like this is just ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Like, and like in fairness, I was just like, I just don't reply to people. I don't give them a chance. If you want to leave something that's like nasty and stupid and completely unfounded, goodbye. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what I always say as well. It's like there is a block button.
For a reason,
When people get all antsy on, say, TikTok or X, Twitter or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm getting so much hate. It's like, just block it.
Block them.
Like, you don't have to listen to it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to take
Like, we've not put out art, and like, this is our first time doing video, so someone's
going to comment.
Someone's going to start
commenting. Put these sexy faces on the camera.
We will receive 0 negative comments.
OnlyFans Stitch is incoming.
But like, I am fully prepared. Because of who I am, as how I grew up. I am fully prepared to take stick off people. Like,
bring it on.
I'm like, I'm happy with it. All I have to say is, yeah, ma. And then you win.
Fucking straight away. Yeah.
Like, you could have the most intricate fucking. Like, haha, yeah, ma.
If you come back with a big fucking
and then you block them and they can't say that again.
And then the fume, you can feel it behind it.
That's when you get burner accounts.
No, but that's this is true.
That's when you get bots coming.
That's why the deleting or the blocking is the best thing you can do, because at the end of the day, they want the reaction. So if you don't give it to them and you block them, they're like, I haven't finished yet.
I look the other on like this.
I'm supposed to finish.
No, it's true though. Like, they're gonna come for you in some other name. Like, you know, it's the same dude. It's the same photo. I see it. Like, fucking hell.
Eamon John, 1, 2, 3.
My
arch nemesis.
He's back again.
Oh, stop! It's
Someone
true.
actually left something under a little comment under one of our videos before. They called me Mr. Beast. They said image of Mr. I was just
what was that one then?
I don't know. Like, it was under something that we did, and I remember it. I was like,
they tagged that mate and said image of Mr. Beast,
and
then the mate replied, ha ha ha.
Yeah, and I was like,
that's not a bad thing though.
I was like, okay,
that's not bad.
Jimmy's not too bad.
Yeah, I was like,
the only thing is though, that fucking dead eye thing. You ever see the conspiracy on that?
No, what's the dead eye thing?
Jimmy be smiling from the camera. Like, you ever notice this? He's proper like
Jimmy's Mr. Beast.
Jimmy's and he'd be there like this. He'd be like, So like the smile's there, but the eyes are just dead.
He's dead behind.
Yeah,
those.
and even the funny thing is though, I think there's because that man's a marketing genius,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
know for a fact that he thinks about everything he does. And
He said that. He came out and says that.
goddamn
It's
true.
fucking mad, like.
But the thing when you look into it is even the Mr. Beast emoji that they created for him is completely the same thing.
Yeah.
The eyes have
Just
that
that dead eye
deadpan, and then it's just the smile.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I don't know what it is behind it, but I know he didn't fucking do that by accident. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has no soul or something like that. I don't know. Must
Not
be.
like you, boy.
Hey.
But he's made some serious cheddar
serious cheddar
from
cheese.
fucking YouTube.
Ching.
Do you see the Beast games that he done?
Yeah,
he spent like 100 million on all the production and all.
Did he himself?
And then didn't he? Hasn't made.
mental.
I don't think he's made 50 million off of it.
He doesn't make a lot, you know.
doesn't make a lot of money,
His
yeah.
margins aren't great. I've seen an interview
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about that, but
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, if you're taking a fucking 1% margin off what he's doing,
Yeah,
you'd
come
be
on.
fucking living it up.
What do I do? Oh, mate, fucking love it. No, yeah, I wouldn't mind looking like him. That's okay with me.
It's
I'm
not.
alright
It
with
wasn't
that.
a
That's not
bad,
thing.
Like I am fully prepared to get rinsed over by
for
the
the
internet
cheeks.
on the YouTube. Yeah. On the
Do
YouTube.
you see him? Yeah, because YouTube is where the money's at. Like that's the thing. That's
Yeah.
why I want to get back into it with the fitness side of things.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But it's very funny because it's all niche based. So like I remember I started trying to do comedy videos on YouTube after the success
yeah.
of the fitness one.
Okay, right.
And all the followers were fitness
heads.
followers. So they were like,
Yeah.
"Who the fuck's doing fitness?"
You can't be funny.
I was like,
You
"Ah,
can't be
fuck
funny,
that."
funny
Yeah,
guy.
That ain't working, bro.
Yeah.
Show us your fucking hands or get the fuck out. So I was like, all right.
Show us
whatever.
those traps,
That's
baby.
why I'm gonna keep the fitness on the YouTube and then just do the Instagram and the TikTok for the funny shit.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like
For the
just
funny
yeah.
sauce,
Yeah.
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 Well, look, it's
Why
good
not?
to lead two lives.
That's exactly.
A
And
double
I'm actually,
life.
Be John Eamon and Eamon John.
Oh, double down and split it around. But I think the main thing is fucking what's it called is that's it. Like so, I've been looking into like how the algorithm works, how you play the game, and like I have so many more ideas that like I want to post and stuff. Like so, as I said to you before, like mad conspiracy nut. I fucking love a conspiracy. We talking pyramids? Talking to me.
We've deep dived this so many times before. Like, it's,
Oh
I
no,
fucking
Italian.
love this
Egypt
shit.
and shit like that for me is.
Egypt.
Oh, mad.
Okay, hit me with some Egypt shit.
Want some facts about that?
Yeah, I want some facts
No,
about
it's
Egypt.
just it's a whole. Have you heard of Graham Hancock?
Yeah, yeah,
Graham
course,
Hancock,
yeah.
Fingerprints of the Gods.
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah.
that was the one that initially got me involved in the whole conspiracy. But it's more than that. Like I find like I just like when you go down them rabbit holes and you start learning about these ancient cultures and you start.
Yeah.
Actually, like the first thing I would say to someone, especially if I'm on a night out and I've had a few drinks and I want to start a
I
conversation.
love that conversation.
I'll say to people, I'd be like, look, if I go, like just shot in the dark, if I had to ask you, how old do you think you can go in the past? And like from our archaeological studies, how far can you take a human remains and it be anatomically modern to today? So in other words, not 100% physically and the same as it, but mentally has the full capability that if you took a baby from that past date, raised it today, it would be no different from someone today. How far do you think you can go back? Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know.
Boom, boom, boom.
Like,
Shot in the dark. Don't be stressed now.
I'd say, 5,000 years?
That's what people say. Go on.
I'll
next
probably
one.
go about. I'll probably go about 10.
Okay,
10,000.
so you're both
Million.
guesses fantastically wrong.
Are
So,
they?
Yeah. So
Okay.
So you're thinking what is
I
the
went
established?
further.
No, but not wrong in the general public. What I'm saying is
Okay.
their view is what's the established written history for humanity, and that goes back like just to like the Sumerians and Babylonians with the cuneiform
I am learning
text.
so much right now.
And they are about 6,000 to 8,000 years old, right? Babylon and some and
We weren't that far off.
no, you weren't. That's the written text. I'm saying the human beings themselves,
okay.
actual
Okay.
is about 200 to 250 to up to 300,000 years old.
Oh, shit.
Right.
So
Way
my
off.
question, the second I found that out as a fact, I go, so you're telling me we've done all this
Yep.
in the past 10,000 years, but we've also been all that we are now for 300,000 years.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is 290,000 years of fucking evidence and history and everything else? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like
go?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you look at history, it's like fucking the rise and fall of civilizations, even in modern time with. Excuse me.
No.
With the,
Whiskey's really good.
That's
honey.
that honeycomb liqueur coming right back.
Sweet, but delicious. But what I'm saying is you look at the
It really
rise and
does
fall.
go down too easy, doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
It's gone.
I believe I'm empty, sir. But I'm looking at the likes of so you have from say for instance the Greeks and the Romans and stuff, and then you have like the stop of that, and then you have the Middle Ages. That's only in the space of 1,000 years. It went from fucking central heating and fucking all this insanely. They had that shit back then.
What they had?
The Romans had central heating.
Central heat.
100% pipes going through there.
Ford gosh.
If you're rich.
Yeah.
But they went through the gaps. It was pipes that would just have underground heating and all. They were the first ones to do it. Like the Phoenicians. Swear to fuck, man. This shit was like next level.
I'm gonna have to like
aqueducts
open
and
the
all.
Google on this.
Ah, swear to God.
Aqueduct. Yeah.
Bringing that shit in from fucking miles away, and then they'd heat that shit up for the rich people now, not for the regular public.
Yeah.
But even still, they had sewage systems, sewage canals that are still used even to this day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is all the
Because
shit
they were all about the fucking jacuzzi lifestyle.
yeah,
Those Romans,
them Roman baths.
they love a bit of that in the back, don't
Fucking
they?
of course they do.
Dirty fuckers.
But this is the thing though. So what I'm trying to say is like you see such a rise in knowledge, in science, in everything, in a civilization like the Romans, and then it just goes down to the Middle Ages, and it's like everyone's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is you look at then like the older structures that were built in the past, and you cannot date these older structures like the pyramids and fucking everywhere all around the world. But the one thing I would say is with the fact that there's so much similarities in the masonry work, there's a thing called polygonal masonry where it's like they would build these stone blocks. Like, you know, you'd see standard stone blocks, just a fucking hexagon or whatever it is. These ones would build. This is in fucking Mesoamerica. It's in Egypt. It's in.
Is this the ones that are half cuts?
They're kind of like super cuts. They'd have like 15 sides, and they fit in like a mad jigsaw piece. But it makes no sense because it's a random one out of like 50 fucking blocks. Like the other ones will be standard, like L shapes. They saw apparently it's to do with the protection against what do you call that thing? Earthquakes. Oh. Because it's some sort of way of dispersing the shock
from
exactly.
Okay.
But you see this very specific cut that's used in all these civilizations all around the world, even though they weren't supposed to be connected via boats. This is not supposed. This Christopher Columbus is supposed to be the first one that went, fucking go
hey, America.
But it's not true because you see all this fucking evidence of what do you call them? The Vikings over there from the 1100s and stuff, and it's just ridiculous. And then you go back even further, and then like the famous quote from Graham Hancock is history just keeps getting older. Is that they keep finding information and like the established view. I know it sounds I'm going straight down a rabbit hole here.
We're with you.
Yeah,
we're down this rabbit. Give me a hand. We're down this with you. Let's go.
The established view of history is like you have a mainstream view, which is the critics, or whatever you want to call it, the historians of the time. I'll give you an example. So the first people to suggest that the dinosaurs got destroyed by the meteorite, they were a son and father team that said this is how it happened. We're looking at the stratigraphy, we're looking at the layers of level of soil, and we can see that there was a crazy astronomical event that fucking wiped everything out. And they all went, fucking bullshit. And they went, where's the proof? And they spent ages looking for it. And this is where it gets juicy. Spent the entire life looking for it, couldn't find it, blah, blah, blah. Your man was about 90-something years of age, if I'm not mistaken now. And they found the crater that the actual asteroid hit, right? Yeah. And he got the Nobel Prize. Everything was changed in history. It was all brought forward that this is how it's going to be. You know what I mean? And they literally turned to him and they said, like, oh, what do you want to say about, like, you're receiving this award? And he goes, all my critics are dead, so I don't care. But it's the way, but that's how it happens. Cold, I'm trying to say. I know, but it's how it happens, though. So it's like, if you go against the established view, think about it logically. These people have spent their entire lives building up doctorates and fucking everything against this single view of history that we have learned and they have learned, and this is how it's going to be forever. And then along comes Joe Bloggs and goes, I think we were a lot older than that. And then they go, fuck you! You and your stupid little mind can fuck off! And that's how it goes, because they don't want to fucking change it, because if they do, it's like, oh, wait a minute, my entire life's a lie.
I love how you look at that hammer, you're like, oh, there's nothing here.
With the watch.
There's nothing on that one.
That ain't going to freckle past the hair, not on my watch.
Yeah,
but,
if I hadn't known this before, because obviously we were only at the meeting today, if I hadn't known this, we could have wrapped it all up, but we could definitely do a part 2. Maybe
we go back on that. We go Conspiracy Alley.
Yeah.
Please. Let's just fucking go down this road together.
Oh,
joined.
You haven't even cracked the surface.
I wouldn't have even talked about your life
Sorry.
beforehand.
We wouldn't have even
got into
you're
such a conspiracy.
It wouldn't have happened. Like,
I don't care about your skits.
We haven't even talked about the Rockefellers or any of that shit.
No, we haven't. Bohemian Grove.
Yes. Or like the Owl God, whoever your man's name is. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, that fucking Owl God thing. Yeah, weird. Oh God! If I had known this,
Hey,
part 2.
boys, plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. And plenty of this delicious honey whiskey. Oh! Keep you on your
Oh,
toes.
it's a fucking
Keep
cracker.
your titties right where they need to be. Abreast. Yeah, all right, boys?
Titties, right? I noticed your glass is looking a little empty over
You're
there.
best believe.
Oh my God!
Sticky icky, that's it.
the stickiest of the icky.
Oh.
We just went down. Oh no! Okay, sorry.
Drink responsibly,
Let me
people.
just put a hole back
Drink
on this.
responsibly.
Drink
please.
responsibly.
Oh.
We're just generous.
This man is
Oh,
a
I
man
am.
of the pints.
I can take
No,
on.
see, do you know what it is? I'm very, very, like, I've had one because I'm driving, so I'm being responsible.
Responsible.
That's the man.
You know?
Responsible.
But I'm absolutely gutted. I'm at the driving because I would love to share
What's the
few.
parking charge on that there now?
Love to chop it up some more. Oh my God!
But come here, what's with Dubliner Whiskey we like to ask our guests, what's living in the moment for you? Like what do you feel like when I ask you what's living in the moment? I know we're gonna get
This is
it's
gonna-
a bit of a
This
drop
is gonna
down
go
from-
a little deep at the moment, but we feel like
Living in the moment. I find it's something I've been looking at a lot recently, especially because with the whole social media and stuff as well. Like I'd find myself, especially recently, more so after Christmas and stuff now, I'd find myself doom scrolling a bit, and I think I need to pull back a bit from that because I'm very much because it's different when you're like checking social media for the sake of checking it. I'm checking every morning to see how because like I got to the stage now where it's a very big progressive growth. Like but it's something that I wouldn't have thought about before, but now because it's become, it's like they'll give out to me like my friends and family like, "Oh, but you're on your phone." I'm like, I'm fucking working.
Yeah,
like
of
this
course,
is a
yeah.
big. This is something I'm trying to create. Like I'm not
Yeah, of
like
course.
I'm not sitting here going, "That's a fucking cat on the unicycle." I'm going. This is me checking what I've put up and
analytics and stuff like that.
exactly,
Yeah, of
exactly.
course.
And like I find that. Oh, sorry. Big shout out to Tiernan Beechner, my manager. So like a lot of people went like I got.
He gave the all clear to come on.
You best believe. I got approached by a lot of marketing and social media agencies and stuff for to represent me, and I just said I'm gonna go with. So Tiernan's a friend of mine I've had since I was a kid. Big background in sales and stuff like that, and in producing social media. In promoting himself in clubs and stuff. And I was like, I'd rather go with someone that I know for my whole life and just see where that goes with me, especially for the next while, instead of going with one of these big agencies that you'll just be a next list on their fucking thing. Do you know what I mean?
Not for me though as well. Like they
That photo getting past
Exactly,
you, like,
exactly.
yeah.
But living in the moment, I would say the best thing I could describe for that would be I don't know how to explain it, but I'd say if you can push yourself, I know it might be a little off what you're actually asking, but I think if you can push yourself beyond what you're physically capable of, no matter what it may be, whether it be physical, mental, or whatever it may be, there's almost a moment of fucking not clarity, whether it be euphoria or whatever it is, when you realize that you've gone past what you think is possible, and that you can really feel. It's like a moment with serenity when you're like, I'm really going.
You're
to
on
what
the right
I'm capable of.
trajectory.
Yeah,
of course.
I just feel like that's something I would very much feel like. I'm not a religious person, but I'm very into spirituality and stuff like that. Like I was in Canada for a while, and it's legal over there to do shrooms and stuff, and I did a few of them over there, and like I got to the stage where like me and the missus nearly broke up. I was like, I want to go live in the forest with the trees. I just want to like fuck my shoes. I was like, give me that.
These are holding me down.
But thank God, like it's not an addictive thing. So I was able to pull back from that and be like, whoa, fuck, I'm alive. Got
That was
taxes.
really interesting.
Taxes to go.
But also,
man.
it was a beautiful thing to be able to see, like, to the bare bone of the human psyche, or to myself even, because it's not something I would usually do.
I feel about like just speaking to you like that. You obviously have your comedic values and you do your thing, but you like just with the whole history thing and all. I feel like you're very in touch with yourself as a person and like the things around you and like what makes you happy and stuff. And it's nice. It's refreshing to see.
Oh, I appreciate that, but like
Yeah.
it's one thing that I'm a big advocate of. Is like you shouldn't take everything for what it is. You need to question everything. Do you know what I mean? Like as in like everything's given to us on a silver platter. Like this is how you should live. This is the way life is. But at the end of the day, it's like it's all fucking media. And at the end of the time, you need to look into Where did that come from? Who said that? Why did that happen? Because it's at the end of the day, it's his story, not history. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's so much shit that's been fucking whitewashed and twisted around, and it's like you need to know what's actually going on in the world. Like we were talking before the cameras even came on about fucking the plane crashes and all happening over in America, and like we were like, what the fuck's going on with that sort of shit? Like, do you know what I mean?
There's always something above going on.
America's always got a little taste of fucking spice of life there, man. Just keep you going on your toes. You're like, whoa.
No, but it is. It's one of those things that you need to pay attention. There's too much of these things happening for it to be coincidence and stuff like that. Like you need to just, as you were alluding to there, just do your own kind of like research.
Yeah. You can't just follow fucking
just don't be accepting
media.
what's happening. Like you need to obviously have your wits about you and just follow your own intuition a little bit here. Like
question things yourself.
Exactly.
Don't blindly follow media in any way, shape, or form. Because at the end of the day, you have your own fucking mind. Stop being such a fucking sheep and going. Because I've seen so many, especially with the new generation of people. Like it's just like they'll follow what's happening on the mainstream and they'll die on that hill.
Just do it. Yeah.
They will not fucking go in any
They won't
alternative.
deviate from that course. Like
If you don't do that, you're just a melt. Like you're just another one of these. You're one of these people that's like,
melt.
I have these opinions and this is what I think. It's like, oh yeah, I fucking seen that podcast. It's like, fuck off. Like have your own.
This one.
Yeah. On here, we talk about real shit.
that's so fucking true.
But
though.
come here, Eamon. Look, we're gonna have to wrap it up now. But I could talk to you for hours.
Oh shit, it's getting late.
Oh, is that the time?
But look, I think after tonight,
Yeah.
there's definitely a part 2 on the card.
Oh, you best believe.
and I'm not driving.
Straight down conspiracy.
Yeah. And I'm not.
If we
driving.
hadn't known that, we wouldn't have even asked you about yourself, bro. We would just dive straight into it. So part 2,
But it has been great getting to know you, mate.
lovely.
And
You
we
too, lads. 100%
really
as well.
appreciate you
I really
coming on.
appreciate you having me.
'Cause
on.
we love when we have guests on that have a bit of crack and can
Exactly.
fucking have a laugh and a joke and not too. But like, it's good to get down to the bare bones or someone and have a good time.
A good time.
Drink responsibly.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly, please.
Might as well finish that bottle
I
now.
was just about to say, you can't actually leave like this thing just hang
If you've
on.
made
You
it
do the outro there.
If
Go
you've
on.
made it this far, we really appreciate it. And
There's nothing left in that.
Keep it
You might
going.
as well just have that.
Right,
There we go.
we're so happy to be on YouTube and shout out Doc One Studio to Cottle and Caleb for looking out of all this stuff that you see in front of you. Shout out Dubliner Whiskey for sponsoring us. We really
pal.
appreciate it. And look, we'll catch you next week.
Catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.